All right. Once again, I am back with an amazing new beer and a whole new brewery, which is a bit, I don't know, I guess you could call it the very least a little bit over the top. So let's get into it. I know it's been forever since I've done a beer review. I have been fluctuating, is probably a good way of putting it. I've been to, I can't even remember the last time I did a review. I went to Brazil, I went to Portugal, I went back to the UK, I went to Las Vegas. I was supposed to go back to the UK. I had some flight shenanigans that I had a flight, then I didn't, and then I ended up not sure if I could get where I was supposed to go, and I ended up back in Toronto. And I was gonna delay because I noticed that I built up a channel that was largely based in the UK. And now I've just decided, well, I know I'm going to be or mostly in Toronto for the summer. So screw it. I'm back online. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna start with a pretty cool intro, and that is the Flying Monkeys, not just a beer that just came out, but the branding generally. And I'm going to dive straight in with the branding because it's insane. Let's take a look at this. This is the website. I wait, what? What the normal is weird. Yes. It's if you walk into a shop and you see this, there's Rainbow Smiles, the one I'm going to be doing today. You kind of know, you spot it. And I did the craft beer marketing show. Oh boy, that was quite a while ago now. Go check that out. I'll try and put a link up here. But it was messed up. And I've got a few here. Look at the canning line. Just this website, it kind of says it all, right? This is a Canadian brewery and it's been around quite a while. But you take a look at the ones that I've just got with me now, right? I've got, I can't even tell what half this stuff says. Meat Mort. There's one. Flying Monkeys. I've got Yummo. I've got, what is this one? Gloop. Now, what these actually are is kind of irrelevant. It's more important that you see the trend in the marketing and the labeling and the elaborate design of the art, which is cuckoo, because that actually is what, love it or hate it, it's pretty good marketing. The one I'm going to be doing, you just saw on the website, of course, is none other than this, almost marketed for children, freaky ass Bambi thumper, weird kind of nightmare scenario, Rainbows and Smiles double IPA, rainbow sherbet, it claims to be. If I can get this, by the way, the lighting here is weird because the sun is setting on this side of me, and there's like a weird, freaky kind of demonic light coming from this side. Deal with it. That's where we are right now. So I'm in the hell that is trying to do a beer review at 9 p.m. Toronto time, and I realize it's 2 p.m. in the UK. So anybody who knows me in the UK, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. But this one, when you see it on the shelf and your eyes are drawn, there's a lot of really great craft breweries in Toronto. Flying Monkeys is just one of many, but you cannot help have your eye be drawn to it. Beer Store, Liquor Control Board of Ontario, or LCBO, you see it right away, and your brain just clicks and goes, "Oh, what is that?" I almost inevitably pick it up when I see what kind of new crazy have they produced. I think they're doing very well, regardless of whether they're making good beer or not. But that's to be determined. So let us crack this open and see what it is. By the way, a few stats on it. It's a double IPA. I glanced. I think it's a 8.1 double IPA. It's like there's a disadvantage. It's very hard to read the label, but I'll show you where to buy it in 2 seconds. So we'll pick it up together. Whoa. So it says rainbow sherbet, right? So there's a lot of hops that could lend itself to that kind of flavor, right? Any of the New Zealand hops can do that. But this smells sweet though anyway. You could just throw some juice in there. I don't really like that when people do that. It didn't smell boozy. It could just be a really great New England IPA. Now, pour it out. You can sort of see it's pretty opaque. It's got a very heavy peachy flavor to it, a little bit like candy floss. It's not as clear as I would have expected, because I would have thought for something like sherbet or anything like ice cream or anything candy, that they would have just absolutely loaded some kind of lactose in there, right? That's get the sweetness from the lactose. But it doesn't look like it. It's really, I can see right through it. It's pretty clear. A little bit malty. It does have that, those those candy necklaces that I don't know if they still make those, but when we were kids, they had those elasticated necklaces. You could sit and chew on little candies. They were terrible for you, but somehow delicious. It smells a lot like that. You could do Mandarina Bavaria like as a hop, and you get an orangey flavor to it. Doesn't smell like it's going to be bitter at all. So let's give it a sip. Okay, it actually tastes like it smells. It tastes like candy. It does have smoothness to it. So there's no oats in here. I think there probably is a lactose in here for sure, because it's got a real lactose sweetness. If you don't like sweet beers, you're not going to like this. If you like sours, you might actually like this as a hybrid between like a sour IPA. It doesn't taste like 8%. Let's dive in and see what's in it. I very quickly brought it up, but on the website, because you saw I was just there, but I tried to refrain from looking at it. Here we go. New Rainbows and Smiles. 1714. I paid $4.30. So you're not saving any money by buying more. You can just go to the LCBO and just buy one. 8.1. I think I said that. That's pretty good memory. Brewing in pure sunlight, frolicking happy friends, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. A merry medley. Let me bring this up so you can see it better. They do have a bit of a merry medley of Nectaron, Motueka. So they've got the New Zealand hop combo. That's pretty cool. Sabro is a bit minty or parsley I get out of Sabro. Idaho 7 and El Dorado, nice sort of bittering hops. I guess that's where I'm getting that from. And tangy orange, lime, and raspberry purees. What? Laced with ribbons of lactose. Okay, I got that. So sweet cuteness to this dimple face ice cream social. It is smooth. And it's got that ice creaminess. But but I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. It's weird, but kind of nice. I don't want more than one. That's what I'm getting from this. But why? Why the orange, lime, raspberry puree when you put all this effort? Why would you get 5 different hops you put in there? It makes me feel like you thought these hops would do it. And then when you did it, it wasn't quite rainbow sherbet enough. And you cracked and you caved and you added some raspberry puree into it. Okay. That's my prediction on how that happened, which is kind of like, I'm sad. I guess I'm a bit of a purist. I kind of hope they did it all with the hops, but doesn't mean it's terrible. I think there's a certain person that would love this beer, and I am a one and done person for this beer. I probably give it a 3 point something, 3.5, 3.6 on Untapped. You'll probably follow me on Untapped. Steve Jaguar, all one word, on Untapped, just like you sort of see my name down below. But it's not the best. But I still love the brewery's art. I love their marketing, and I've got 4 more here to try. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow or the next day. You never know. Keep tuning in. My name is Steve Jaguar. This has been Beer Native. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Thanks for watching, and keep drinking great craft beer.
And he scores! And he